The strongest sorcerer, Satoru Gojo, was still defeated. Not only was he slashed in the throat, but the arteries in all his limbs were severely injured. Someone as powerful as him was beaten without any chance to fight back. He could only let his opponent deliver the final deadly blow. The only one who could push Satoru Gojo to this point was the terror of the sorcery world, heaven and tyrant, Toji Fushiguro. In fact, Toji had met Gojo once when Gojo was 7 years old. What surprised Toji was, even though his cursed energy was as if he were invisible, he was still detected by the boy's 6 eyes. It was the only time in his life that someone noticed him standing behind them. Toji's pupils were shocked. So when he learned that the assassination target, Riko Amanai, the star plasma vessel, was under Gojo's protection, he did not act rashly. Other assassins would definitely go after the 300 million reward first. Those assassins posed no threat to Gojo but could greatly exhaust his energy. And while protecting Riko, Gojo had his limitless curse technique fully activated. He didn't sleep for 3 days and nights. Suguru Geto was somewhat worried about his friend's condition, but Gojo didn't care at all. He even thought his best friend would help him. Little did he know, this would be the last good time in their lives. In a few dozen hours, Riko would have to merge with Tengen, the guardian of the sorcery world. This was the destiny she was born with as the star plasma vessel. Although she would lose her freedom completely, it was the only way to maintain stability in the sorcery world. Gojo decided to let Riko enjoy her last moments happily. So, ignoring his own fatigue, he ate delicious ramen with her and rode a boat together. They even played at the beach. When they returned to Jujutsu High, Gojo's condition had clearly worsened, but the school had special barriers for protection. There shouldn't have been any intruders. He then deactivated his limitless technique, but at that moment, a long blade struck him, causing severe injuries. The attacker was Toji Fushiguro. Seeing his friend injured, Geto immediately used his cursed spirit manipulation. He summoned a giant caterpillar to devour Toji. Afterward, he hurried to check on Gojo, but Gojo stood up as if nothing had happened. At the moment he was pierced, he not only avoided vital points but also reinforced his body with cursed energy, so he only had minor injuries. The most important thing now was to quickly take Riko to Tengen. Gojo decided Geto would escort her. He would stay behind to fight Toji, but the next moment, Geto's cursed spirit was instantly killed. Toji's tyrant-like aura made Gojo break out in a cold sweat. Even worse, he could not sense any cursed energy from this man, meaning, once the fight began, he could not track his movements. Gojo wanted to strike first, but Toji easily dodged with a simple leap. Only then did Gojo realize Toji likely had a body granted by heaven in cursed binding. Even without a trace of cursed energy, he possessed the strongest physical abilities in the sorcery world. In just a moment, Gojo's vision only saw Toji's afterimage. Toji swung his blade at Gojo at incredible speed, but was deflected by Gojo's technique the next second. Even so, Gojo did not dare let his guard down. He struck again, sending Toji flying. Toji only stopped after crashing through several walls. But because Toji had no cursed energy, Gojo could not sense his presence. He could only let him jump around the forest freely, so Gojo decided to destroy all nearby obstacles immediately, leaving Toji with nowhere to hide. He maximized the forward technique and activated the cursed technique song, turning the surrounding buildings into ruins instantly. He thought Toji could no longer sneak attack, but the next second, a large number of low-level cursed spirits flew out from the forest, surrounding Gojo. They created countless blind spots in his view. Gojo intended to use song again, but suddenly realized that Toji's target was not him at all. At the very moment he was distracted, Toji silently appeared behind him. The special curse tool in Toji's hand, Inverted Heaven, could nullify all techniques. Gojo's defense was useless against it. The next second, Gojo's neck was pierced by a single slash. His body was also severely injured. This man, called the strongest, had completely lost his ability to resist. He could only watch his opponent attack him. Thus, the strongest man, Satoru Gojo, was temporarily down. However, Toji made a grave mistake. He didn't follow up after killing his opponent. Little did he know, the near-death Gojo was using reverse curse technique to repair his damaged body.